Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Hope you are great. So I came across this woman's video. I posted something like this on Naya Sim, but this is a different stage, all that and more. I want some people to know that you can never be white no matter how you try, including me. I can never be a white person no matter how I try to bleach my skin or get my skin like whatever I try to look like. It will not work. In fact, my nose already is giving me out. Are you not seeing that already? Or is it my locks? Like it is giving me away. Some people do not have the capability of being a leader because at this point in time, this person cannot lead anybody and nobody should ever vote for her. See, coming out online to be very hateful to a certain group of people tells how poor your mindset is. And to think that she is 25 years, if I am not mistaken, and she looks like she is in her 40s, that is what being hateful can do. That is what being a horrible person can do to you. You completely change and look really very, very old because she looks old. Now, I hope I don't know if she's even updated about what this administration is trying to do about naturalized citizens. Let's get into this.
Just to be clear, you would deport every Muslim from the US and the UK, would you?
Yes.
We got the end of the First Amendment before GTA 6. Psychotic Satan Valentina Gomez wants to introduce policies to deport and ban all Muslims from this country. And better yet, there's a Navy SEAL sitting right next to her who's supposed to defend the Constitution silently, not saying a word. Don't get me wrong, she has the freedom of speech to say that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about policy implementation, which would contradict the First Amendment, which is impossible. And let me tell you something. Aside from the healthcare system collapsing, if you ban Muslims and go down that right, Christians, I'm talking to you, the persecution of religion is not going to end there. The Catholics are going to attack the Orthodox are going to attack the Catholics, the Christians, the Unitarians, the Baptists, the Protestants, and so on. It's just going to be a repeat of history. So we need to just forget about this rhetoric because Muslims are 1% of the population and contribute even less so of crime. So don't implode the country for this silly reasons. So listen, Valentina Gomez, she's going to be a forgotten, humiliated memory in less than 1 year from now. So let that just...
Minnesota, and you're next in line.
Valentina Gomez and her Colombian accent are not even a natural-born American citizen, but are spewing some of the most hateful rhetoric that is coinciding with Zohran Mamdani winning, going online saying things like New York fell to Islam and that we can't let Texas fall to Islam. The fact that these Latino people can pander to white people in this way, when at the drop of a dime, you'll find out very fast that they will call ICE on you, sis, after they use you and deport you back to Medellin. Are you running away from the cartel? Is that why you're here doing this? Did they offer you, what did they offer you? Like,
There are 5 million Muslims in the United States. Why would you want to categorize them in such a grotesque manner?
Oh, and those 5 million Muslims should definitely go back to their 56 Muslim nations. And let's get something very clear right now in your little show, peers. I don't fear the groomers. I don't fear the pedophiles. I don't fear the corrupt politicians. And I definitely do not fear the dirty Muslims.
it's the fact that she's trying really hard to talk like this so her accent isn't visible. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. America is a fucking telenovela. I keep telling you guys this. Like the worst type. Telenovela had a baby with Tubi. What a crossover.
Never thought about calling ICE on anybody in this life, right? But this lady right here, Valentina Gomez, is a vile individual. This woman right here is running for Congress in my state of Texas, right? Y'all look up what she said because I can't even say what she said on TikTok, but I'm gonna bleep myself out, okay, with some things. She said, kick out every dirty, it rhymes with Muslims out of Texas and illegals. I was like, this woman said this? This woman doesn't deserve to be in the House of Congress. She don't need to be in the House of Representative. Y'all look it up. She's that was vile. And then she's supposedly 26. Is a hard 26. Yes. I have never.
I just saw that one chick, Valentina Gomez from Texas. Lord Jesus help me. I hope I never meet her in person. And what is she trying to pretend to be? Because she tries to walk around all super like tough, like she's a guy, and goes in and trips every single group you can think of. She's trained so hard to be white. She has the deepest Latino accent, but also kind of like a gangster wannabe. I don't know what she's trying to be. I believe she's from Colombia or something. She's not from here. And pretending to SHOOT something that looks like it's a person next to her, and says it's that's what she's going to do to illegal immigrants. Boy, let me tell you, Lord, she's pissing off a lot of groups, a lot of people. I don't know. I really don't know. And she must be doing it for money, because there's even one clip, y'all, and I'm not playing, where It's Not Real was embarrassed and was like, whoa, that's how bad she is, how dramatic she is, how loud she is. Man. That's why us Latinos need to stay loud and proud for everyone, equality for everyone, love for everyone, because people like that cannot represent us. She is disgusting. Texas, watch out, because y'all cannot vote her in. I mean, Jesus Christ Almighty. And she tries to pretend like she's a Christian, but her nonsense, like, she just makes sense. Her IQ is very low. She has no emotional intelligence whatsoever. But on top of that, academically, she can't hang. Piers Morgan was just like, I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm talking about Iraq. She can't stay on track. She's so blinded by anger and wants to talk so much about different groups that she can't stay on track. She cannot, for the love of God, ever debate anyone. If anyone votes for her, they're just bigots and using her for laughing stock. Because if you're a bigot in the United States of America, there's no way you actually genuinely like her. Make it make sense. I don't know who's paying her to act like a damn fool. Whoa, that's something else right there. That is something else.
Texas, I've officially filed to become your next congresswoman. So the choice is yours. Vote for me so we can kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas.
She's running on pure hatred and bigotry. 52,000 likes. That's the scarier part about these videos. It's not even the fact that there's one crazy lady out here saying this. It's the fact that people like it.
If you don't know who this is Valentina Gomez. This is some lowlife rep running for an office in Texas after she failed in Missouri, and her entire campaign is built on ban Islam, kick Muslims out of America, and ban Sharia law, which doesn't exist in America. She truly in her heart believes that she is a white Christian, because the way she talks about white Christians in America who founded this country, you would think she was there with them. You are a brown Colombian immigrant. To the average white American who doesn't really know and is actually racist, you are a drug smuggling cartel member. That's what you look like. And to be honest, I'm not so sure that you didn't actually sell your ass on the streets of Medellin before coming to America. Anyway, listening to her rant on Piers Morgan, this woman's nuts. While the other three panelists were just silent and waiting to be spoken to, waiting for their turn. This bitch was laughing throughout the entire thing. She's just smiling like the Joker. She's genuinely a lunatic. And Christians, good Christians, people who actually believe in Christ and Christianity should understand this kind of behavior is not Christ-like. And I guarantee you 100% this woman is not a Christian. We do not stand with her. Christianity is built on peace. It's built on loving thy neighbor, turning the other cheek, even when they assault you. And yes, you are able to defend yourself, but not against non-existent threats. The random Muslim woman shopping at a grocery store is not going to kill you. That's the reality.
It's crazy to find out that she's only 26. And racist. Stupid. Racist. Stupid.
And I definitely do not fear the dirty Muslims.
Let me bring in...
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
No.
I mean, we should be clear about the fact. I mean, sure, Valentina is just a bigot, plain. I don't know what she's talking about. You can tell by looking at her that her IQ hovers around room temperature. To me, the real scandal is not engaging with her directly because she's beneath taking seriously.
What's crazy is that the GOP is allowing this type of rhetoric to foster. They're okay with it. According to the Constitution, which clearly she does not know, you cannot discriminate against anybody based on religion. Did I mention that she's only 26 and she was born in Colombia? Yeah.
Let me introduce y'all to a 24-year-old Colombian immigrant by the name of Valentina Gomez. Y'all, she is currently running for Secretary of State out of Missouri. Now, when I say she is far right, that's an understatement. Y'all, she is full-blown Coke 45 sheep to the core. But don't believe me. Just watch. Press play.
If you're not voting for Donald Trump, then you ain't black or an American. President Trump just won the 2024 election, and the Democrats just gave us 34 more reasons to vote for him. The entire judicial system is weaponized against the one man who wants to secure freedom. You're a hatred or a traitor.
Ma'am, are you black? Y'all, take a listen to what she said about Juneteenth and reparations.
Reparations from slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most wretched holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, get the fuck out.
Now, I don't know who you been hanging with and or what rallies you been to lately or who paying your bills to spew such nonsense. But please understand, when white supremacy decides to knock you off your pedestal, them same people that you stepped on for white approval are going to be the very same individuals that you going to see on your way back down. I need you to please understand that. Well, y'all, I guess Miss Valentina truly believes that this is her only ticket. And this is the only way to the top. But what she has failed to realize, y'all, is that if it had not been for black people, her little ass wouldn't even be in this country. The rights that black people have fought and died for just to be able to function in this country. And not to even mention that this country was built on the backs of black slaves for free. And then you got the nerve to tell us that we need to get the GTF out of here. Oh, boo-boo, I know you didn't fail and bumped your head. And in case y'all didn't hear it, y'all, she was literally using black people music, our own music. It was playing in the background of the last video to disrespect and denigrate and be anti-black all at the same damn time. Hell, what a talent. And ma'am, this conversation has zero to do with you. For one, you from Colombia. This a A and B conversation, so you probably should just see your way out. And you talking about Juneteenth is ratchet, ma'am? Can you even spell ratchet? And you talking about you don't want Juneteenth and reparations being shoved down your throat. Lady, you should be happy somebody even trying to shove something that, you know what, let me just stop right there. Ma'am, you need a history lesson on the hop. Here we have a Colombian immigrant running for office in this country, being anti-black and telling black people we need to leave if we don't like it here. Welcome to America. Now let me just go ahead and close with this. You see, ma'am, if you don't want to hear about what it means to be anti-racist and reparations and Juneteenth, then you probably should have several seats back in Colombia. Do us all a favor. But mark my words, y'all, when white supremacy is done with her, she gonna end up just like Candace, the queen of coonery Owens. Expired. And those would be facts on facts on facts on facts on top of facts. Got the nerve to tell us to get the out of here. Carry on.
A Christian nationalist and anti-Muslim extremist is officially running for Congress in Texas. And yeah, she deserves our attention because she's filed to run for political office in this country and people are going to vote for her. Her name is Valentina Gomez. And in her announcement video, she said her goal is to get rid of all the dirty Muslims, kick them out of Texas, out of our country, even though 5 million Muslims live in the United States of America, and her views are deeply un-American. She calls herself a patriot, yet can't even read the First Amendment, which says we have freedom of religion, freedom from religion. This is a separation of church and state country, even though she calls us a Christian country. That's completely false, and she should apologize for all of her behavior. Nonetheless, her views represent a deeper stain on our society known as the MAGA movement, known as America First. They want us to be a white Christian nationalist ethno-state. They want us to only accept Christian values, and they're especially hateful towards Muslims, immigrants. We know this, right? But they're very much a danger to our society. We have to get rid of this cult. We have to get rid of this cult because they're sucking us backwards. We should be focusing on more important issues like how we're going to build a sustainable future, how we're going to stop war, how we're going to actually build an economy that works for everybody. But yet they'll continue to blame all of your problems on immigrants who are also struggling, Muslims who are also just trying to get by because they're abusing their religion. They're hijacking the Bible to push a hateful rhetoric.
Y'all remember this honky bigoted bitch that went into the LGBTQ plus affirming church and called them abominations?
This church is an abomination. All of you are an abomination.
Well, apparently Piers Morgan didn't believe the video we all saw, so he had her on his show.
Piers, I don't fear the groomers. I don't fear the pedophiles. I don't fear the corrupt politicians. And I definitely do not fear the dirty Muslims.
That thick accent she's got, and even thicker ignorance, she proceeded to just...
This is all I got from this video. Some people are really competing. That is what it looks like. Some people are competing to see who is going to be a better racist. I think that is the right word to use, but I really wish them well because some people do not know what they are doing. Father, forgive them for they do not know what they are doing. Let me tell you something. This person was not born in the United States of America. I don't know how naturalized, whatever, how he got his citizenship and all that. I don't want to go into there. But one thing I want to tell you is that I hope you heard what the administration is also trying to do. I hope. Because some of you are so hateful that all you want to do is just to be very, very unfortunate. Because at this point in time, Valentina Gomez is very unfortunate. But she doesn't know it yet. And I hope she finds out how unfortunate she is. Very terrible mindset. Very terrible character. See, if you live in Texas, please, if you see her anywhere, do not vote for her because she does not have the qualities of a leader to rule or to govern or to lead. She doesn't have that. And I don't know if I don't wish her well. Really, you heard me right. I do not wish her well. I hope she rots wherever she's going to rot. Because some people think that they can just come out and be very racist or be Islamophobia. Because everything you're saying, you already could hear the kind of person she is. This is not okay. And nobody should encourage this kind of character because it is very horrible. You know, I said this thing on one of my videos that some people, if they are given the opportunity to turn their skin to this, trust me, I don't even know what to say, but I am sure they will not be even better than these people that is oppressing them. Some of them want to be in that position so they can oppress other people. What would you gain trying to oppress other people or trying to make people feel like they do not belong when your very self, your leg is hanging? Because 1 minute like this, you are finding yourself back to that cartel where I don't know, but I am trying to support. Yeah, she has a disgusting attitude. I'm going to draw my cut in here. Bye for now.